Welcome to the Money Room. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm Lem, and my real estate investing strategy is mobile home investing. I've been in the game for about 4 years now.
I'm Molly. My primary real estate strategy is wholesaling real estate. Been full-time the past 4 to 5 years.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Ant. I'm real estate investment strategies, the BRRRR method. Been tapped in now, buying doors, roughly like 5 years.
A lot of experience between all three of us.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
A lot
So,
of deals.
For sure. So this is an educational real estate investing platform where we're going to share with the world our years of experience, knowledge, and research of us closing a bunch of deals, making a lot of money, where we've been successful in various real estate investing strategies. All right, so this is an educational real estate investing platform where we're going to share with the world our years of experience, knowledge, and research of us closing a bunch of deals, making a lot of money, where we've been successful in various different real estate investing strategies. With the purpose of this podcast is for others to learn from us and be just as successful as us with real estate investing.
All right. So for this episode, we're going to get into wins and losses, right? Some of the good, the bad, the ugly, and some of the lessons that we learned.
Feel that.
For sure.
So, Molly, big wholesaler. Tell me about some of your wins and losses.
Man, I had a lot of them, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about a couple. With wholesaling, look, that's me finding the stressed seller,
Right.
motivated seller, who willing to sell a property, for a discount, and just finding an end buyer who willing to buy that property at a higher price. That's the whole thing with wholesaling. But as far as my biggest win, bro, I had a Delaware deal. Somebody hit me up. It was actually a previous buyer. He hit me up and was like, "You got buyers out Delaware?" I'm like, I got a lot of connections out Delaware.
Right.
That's not really my market. You feel me? I'm heavy PA. Now I'm virtual, but I was like, send me the details. It was a portfolio of, it was like 10 houses with like 2 duplexes.
Right.
I knew it was a lot of bread. You feel me? So I sent it to 2 realtors I know out Delaware that I know had a lot of buyers. My man Shane Artie. We made a lot of bread on this deal. Sent it to them. They kind of ran the numbers. And honestly, bro, I was just the middleman, which I always am.
Right.
But like this one, I went to the houses just to go because I was like, oh, snap, it's a portfolio. Let me get some footage of me going to 10 different cribs, this, that, and the third. But like, I didn't really play a crazy role with anything. I was just connecting people. And my check, it sold for like 1.1 million, like the whole portfolio. And I made like 55K on it. You feel me?
On one deal, 55K. How long it took for from start to finish for y'all to start negotiating to closing?
It took a little minute, bro. This was like 3 months. With the buyer did like some creative stuff on like a couple of them where like he I actually got paid some, and then I got like a check later on after he refied out of some of them. So like at the table I walked through, I got like 45K, and then in like 3 months after that, he was like paying me a check every month, and then he just cashed me out for like the other 10K. Yeah, it was kind of like having a rental, essentially. You feel me? Without the work, bro. I was kind of like playing the bank. You feel me? Because how we did the deal, I was like a lien holder on one property instead of an assignment fee, bro. Honestly, I don't know how they even put it together, but it was for like the lender to approve everything. The deal was fire, bro.
So the buyer obviously was like a seasoned investor.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. He was heavy, bro. He was heavy.
Let me ask you, I guess, as a follow-up question, how different was your process for that particular deal different than like your standard deals that you usually close?
I'm gonna get into another joint too, but that one, bro, it was really just connecting the dots and knowing your network. Like your network is everything. With you feel me? That I knew realtors that kind of get busy out in Delaware and hit them up. It was a phone call, bro. It was like, yo, send it.
So your network is your network.
Yeah,
always.
bro.
Yeah.
But my other biggest win was ending out last year. Got a lead. He wanted 100K. John had a tree in the house.
Yeah, we spoke about this deal.
Yeah, I was gonna buy it, right? I was gonna buy it.
Right.
But I had to clear the violations on it before. So I made sure title was ran. I ran title because I was gonna be the one to fix the violation. Don't ever do this. Don't ever do this. So I fixed the violation. I put 10K into the house before it even closed.
Right.
I put everything in a contract, right? But fixed it up. You feel me? I got him down to 40K. because it was a lot of work. They was gonna knock the house down, so I ended up negotiating it down to 40K, and then I wholesaled it for 90 and made 50 to end the year out with that deal. So those two deals is like my favorite and like my biggest spread so far.
That sounds like a
last couple
mini
years.
flip. We spoke a lot about
Yeah.
that deal though.
You
You know,
did.
Lim, I'm always when Molly bring these deals to me, I'm always telling him to keep them because you know that's
I
my
know.
thing.
The
So
bird
I'm always
guy,
telling
right.
him to, you feel me, to keep it and
For
burn it out.
sure.
Nah, so those is probably my two favorite Jones, but I know you probably got some.
All right,
good
so
Jones.
with me, I'm gonna talk about. I wouldn't say my deal that I made the most money, but I'm gonna talk about a deal where I made a lot of money easily, like fast, because it's hand in hand with the deal that I had some issues with. Like they was back to back, right? Pause. So
Yeah.
so
Right.
so remember, when your mobile home is in a mobile home park, you own the mobile home. You do not own the
Own the
land that the
land.
home sits on, right?
Right.
The land that the home sits on is called a lot, and to have your mobile home sitting on that lot, you got to pay lot rent every
Right.
month, right? And lot rent can be from $200 to $300 to $1,000 a month, depending on where you're at, right? So I got a deal. So one day I went to a mobile home park, right? And I didn't have any more bandit signs up to put any bandit signs up. So I was like, you know what? I had a bunch of cards, like a bunch of business cards. So I'm like, I'm gonna just drive around the park and just throw cards out my window. Like you never know. Like I don't know if I'm gonna get a call or
What the
not, right?
card said? So what it just said? Like
So the
Lim
card said,
buys, like
Bro,
we
what?
buy mobile homes and with my number and my name on it, right?
And
So
you
I
threw
just
him out the window?
Bro, I was
Like,
listen,
what are we
because
talking
I'm about to
about?
tell you because I didn't intentionally go there. Like I was just driving by, and I'm like, yo, like it was convenient. Let me get some marketing. So I just was driving around, throw one here, whatever. Cool. So listen, about a week later, I get a call. Somebody was like, yo, I was outside my house and I found your card
Get out of
outside.
here, bro.
For real, bro. And the cards was yellow, so like they was yellow, so they stood out, right? So it was like, yo, like I found your card outside and I'm trying to sell my mobile home. So I'm like, all right, cool. So the situation that he was in was that he was about to get evicted. So he was back on lot rent, maybe like a couple $1,000. But the park manager and the owner, she manages it and she owns the land. She was about to evict him. He probably had like 2 weeks to get out, something like that, right?
Let me ask you a question.
What?
With evictions with the mobile homes, like how is that? Like is that completely different? To,
No,
like,
bro, it's the same thing because they're renting the land. So keep in mind they own a mobile home,
Right.
but they don't own the land. So
So they
they're-
go to court, file to get them out, etc.
yes, and
Okay.
and you gotta leave. You're getting evicted. You know what I'm saying? Granted, when you first get evicted, you gotta leave, but your mobile home is still on their property, right? So for the park to get access to your mobile home, it's another process that they gotta go through the court to get the title for that mobile home in the park's name, right? So that now they can have property or they can have official ownership over the mobile home to sell it to somebody else.
So
right?
my fault before you go, because that was an interesting
Right.
question. So if I was getting evicted, right? Say I had some money. I know it costs a lot to move it though, right?
Yeah.
But say I had some money to move it, like could I just move it?
Bro,
since
if you had enough money to move it, you wouldn't be getting
wouldn't be
evicted.
getting
You wouldn't be getting evicted. You get what I'm saying? Like
to
to have it moved, sometimes it could cost $10,000, $15,000.
I thought it was only a couple thousand.
Nah, it could be that. So
Okay, all right, my fault.
boom.
Go ahead.
So right. So listen. So I throw all the cars out. I get a call. I found out that he's motivated because he's getting evicted. You know, he got like 2 weeks.
Right.
So I wound up working out a price with him. Well, I'm like, all right, listen, I'll pay the back lot rent. And I think he sold me the home for a couple thousand. I think I was all in from me paying his back lot rent and me paying him. I was all in like $6,000, right?
Right.
$6,000. So I go to the home. The home is in good condition. The only thing that the home needed was to get a couple things thrown out and to clean the carpets. I didn't even paint the walls, anything, right? So cool. So now I meet the park owner. She loves me because I went in there. I paid his back lot rent. You know, call her up. Now she's even looking at me like, yo, you came in, you Superman, you saved the day.
Right. Get your
Right?
keep on.
So, bro, I cleaned the carpets, took some of like his old furniture out. Bro, in a week, I sold it for $26,000. Bro, in 7 days. So I made a 20 piece in a week. And I was like,
From cleaning the
yo,
carpet.
like, bro, from cleaning the carpet. Granted, you know, since he was motivated, he didn't know the value, so he sold it to me at a discounted price, right? And he didn't have no choice. He was gonna lose it anyway, right? So boom.
Ew.
So now that so listen, now that happens, right? So now I build a relationship with the park manager, right? So now this leads into a deal that I had some issues with, right?
Yeah.
So now I build a relationship with the park manager. She loves me, called her up. You know, I do good business. I did what I said I was going to do. She got her money. She happy. So now she tells me that she has a mobile home in a park that's vacant that she owns, right? And how she got it was kind of what you asked me.
In the same
Park because she owns it. She owns it. So she tells me that she has another one, right? So, and she owned it kind of the same way which you just asked. Someone had got evicted. She evicted them. And then after a while, the mobile home became hers. It was her property after a while. She took the court, now she owns it. And it's just sitting there with nobody in it. So it's not making her any money.
Right.
So I'm like, she told me she got one. So I'm like, all right, let me see it. You know, I could buy it from you. So I go see it. I look at it. It did need some work. And then I went back to her and we started talking numbers. We negotiated a price for her to sell it to me. And I feel like the price was something like, excuse me, I don't think it was $3,000. Like it was for the low, you know, like, and granted, she didn't have anybody to buy it. She didn't want to fix it. And it was just sitting there, not making no money. So boom, it was like $2,600, something like that. And I fixed it up, you know, I went to sell it. So now when it's time to sell it, I found some buyers, right? So when I found these buyers, so when your mobile home's in the mobile home park, when you find the buyers have to be approved to the park, right?
Bad steps.
Exactly. And keep in mind, remember, last time me and her did the transaction, when I sold it, it was quick, bro. It took 7 days. So when I found the buyers last time, she approved them in like a day. So I'm like, oh yeah, like it's lit. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So boom, I buy the one from her, 26, fix it up. Now I got some buyers coming in to buy it, right? So they went to her to get approved by the park, right? So they go to her to get approved. She gives them an app and she's like, all right, cool, come back another day. And she was like gonna run the paperwork. So and shoot, last time it was 26,000. So I'm shooting my shot again. Like, I don't know, it's a little different house. Maybe I could get 26 again. You get what I'm saying? Granted, this one needed a few extra work, but I probably was in, if I bought it for like 2, 3, I probably was in it like 8, something like that, like 8,000.
You had the sellers locked in at that number?
No, he
What?
all in.
This is all in.
No,
Remember, I bought it from her from like 26.
My bad, I asked the wrong question. You had the buyers locked in at that 26.
26,
Okay.
right? Cool. So I'm thinking smooth transaction. Let me shoot my shot, do it again, right? So this time the buyers go, they pick up the app, they like, all right, she set up a date for them to come back so that she can like run the credit, the IDs and all that stuff, right? So cool. So that day comes, it was like a couple days later. That day comes, which was odd to me because last time when the people came, she just was running their stuff right there and approving them. Because keep in mind, she owns the land, so she could kind of maneuver and do what she wants to do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? She's in total control. So cool, the buyers leave or whatever. She told them to come back another day. The buyers called me that day. They're like, yeah, she said she was going out of town. Like, she rescheduled. So I'm like, huh? Like, why she reschedule? And then me and her always had good communication. Like we talked back and forth. She answered. She let me know. Like we was besties. You feel me? So now you cancel on the appointment for my buyers and you didn't tell me. That was weird. So I called her and she wasn't answering the phone. So I didn't think nothing of it. Now the buyers are telling me, they're like, hey, did you talk to her? They want to reschedule to this date, another date. So I'm calling the lady, she's not answering. So I don't know what's going on. I'm texting her, she's not answering. So a few days later, she just texts me like a dry message, like, okay, that date is cool. So now this is like a week later. Odd, bro. Last time it took a day. Now a week later, the buyers go, they apply. All right, they go, they apply, and she tells them it's going to take them another 7 to 10 days.
And it's all holding costs for you,
bro. But so, granted, this is a lot, some free game. It wasn't holding costs. I wasn't paying a lot rent because when I talked to her, I negotiated like, all right, I'm gonna buy this from your seller, but listen, you need to give me, I think I told her 3 months lot rent for free. Cool. But it's still my money's tied up in this house and she's dragging her feet, right?
So what happens in regards to?
So boom. So I'm about to tell you. So now she tells them another 7 to 10 days. That's weird. So now I wait another 7 days. And I'm calling her. I'm like, all right, what's the update? Did you approve the buyers or not? Like, and she's not answering the phone. Like, she's not answering. Like, she's straight up ignoring me. So at that point, now it's like 3 weeks going by. Last time it took,
A day.
bro, a day for the people to get approved. We got 3 weeks now, bro. This is my money. So I don't know what's going on. So now she lived, so where the mobile home park was, right? She had this big house built in the front of the land, right? So, and mind you, this is a big mobile home park. It probably got like 100 spaces in there. So she's worth a few $1 million. You get what I'm saying? Just for having all of this land. So at this point, I don't know what to do, bro. She not answering. I knock on the lady door.
What?
I knock on her door because this is my money. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Bro, listen. I knock on the door. She not answering. But I'm like, yo, like, I'm looking, it's in the summertime, like, the windows are up. So I'm like, yo, like, I know she got to be here. Like, who leaves? And they leaving all the windows up in the house. So I'm like, yo, like, I'm on this land, like, man, she could have a shotgun, man, but this is my money. I walks around the back.
What?
Bro, this is my money, bro. Bro, you remember we was talking about this, Molly, bro. I walk around the back of the house just hoping that you feel me, like, she don't shoot me. And the door's open. I'm like, I look in. I'm like,
You open the
hello,
door?
bro. Yes, it's open.
Yeah, you did over there. You
Bro,
did over there.
No, I didn't
Wait.
open. It was open. I looked in.
Wait,
She
time
probably
out.
didn't expect nobody
He's
to come
talking
in
to
the
you
back.
while all this is going on?
He was telling me about
And
it.
you didn't tell him like to leave?
I do
Bro,
the same
what am I
thing,
gonna
though,
do, bro?
No, this is about the money. Go get,
Bro,
get that.
bro, I'm in. She's ignoring me, bro, and I got mad money tied into this crib. Like, she's being unethical at this point. So I look, and I'm like, you know, like, hello, like, yo, I've been looking for you. Like, where you
Right.
been at? She like, oh, her phone been messed up, da 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 da. Like, okay, all right, whatever. And then she was like, oh yeah, well, the paperwork should come back by the end of the week, and she'll know if they're approved or not. So granted, you can send the approval to like another company, and they can
Third party.
approve you to certain standards. But lady, this is your park, and you didn't do this last time. So now we 3 weeks in, and you doing different stuff. So I'm like, all right, like, so I played it like, yo, you know, I only went back here to check on you. Like, I was making sure you was all right. She was like, yeah, you know, I'll get back to you in like a week or so. So now, of course, the end of the week happens. I'm calling her. I don't hear nothing from her. So at this point, I'm like, I know that she's playing with me at this point. So now I text her. And I'm like, yo, I really need to sell a house. I need the money, and I'm trying not to sell it to somebody that's gonna move it out of the park, but I need the money. Because keep in mind, now I own it. So in reality, I can sell it to somebody that has the money to remove it out of the park, and they can set it on their own
But
land.
then she don't get no money.
And now
out of
she
it.
don't get no money from that. So I kind of did a little subtle threat at her, and I was like, I don't know, like if you want if it's money that you want, like you know, we could work something out. Because at this point, I'm just fishing. Like, why is she acting different? Guess what she texted me back?
They approved.
She texted me back like, well, yeah, actually, well, since I heard that you were selling it for so high, I feel like I should have got more money from it in the first place.
Counting people pockets, bro.
Lady, I negotiated with you and you agreed to sell it to me at that price. Now you're mad because you feel like I'm gonna make a whole bunch of money on it. Like,
Well, it's all subjective.
It's subjective, but bro, she was hating on me. Like, she got what she wanted, but now she sees what I'm selling, and now she's really messing up my deal. That's when I knew I was nice at sales, and I knew I was nice at what I'm doing, because now I got a millionaire hating on me.
Yeah, but I'm sure Morley, like you experienced the same thing. I mean, that's that happens.
But bro, she's a millionaire, bro.
Yeah.
She's up here. Why are you hating on how much money that I'm making?
What it
doesn't
is,
matter.
bro, it's just so I don't deal with buyers that do that. So me, you'll see my assignment fee, and sometimes buyers be like, "Dang, bro, somebody literally texts me, yo, you making 15,000 on the deal?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, dang, like it was a seller. He wanted me to help sell the crib, but bro, I'm doing work. I'm like, yeah, I did. He was like, you could have gave me a little bit more. I'm like, bro,
you agreed to that.
no. And then a buyer, bro, when they see that, like, yes, I'm making 30. Like,
boom.
Why, if that's messing your numbers up, bro, you should have negotiated.
Right. So now let me continue to what happened next. So, you know, so she says that she had an issue. So now I know the issue. She was ignoring me this whole time just because she was hating about how much money I was about to make on the deal. So So then I'm like, all right, cool. I'm playing it cool because I still, I'm
You need her. At the
yeah,
end
I
of the
still
day.
kinda need her. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like I'll give you some money with the deal close. She was like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. Like they're approved. But
So it
guess
was
what?
approved the whole time.
But guess what? Now I go back to the
They
buyers.
don't want the
gone.
house.
They don't want the house no more because it took so long. They dragged their feet.
Bro.
Now they don't even want it no more. So now I got to start from square one and try to find another buyer. I wound up finding another buyer, and they bought it for like, I think it was 19,000. So I was selling it for 26. They agreed. I wound up selling it for 19,000, all because of her, and she was hating.
You had to
and
give her
she
more
played
money?
on me. I did give her more bread. I gave her, I don't know, I might have gave her like a band, like $1,000. And I didn't have to. The only reason I gave her money is because now I understand her, and now I still want to do like if a deal came in that park, I'm still gonna do it. I
Yeah,
just know her, and I just know how to deal with her now. You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
you gotta pay to play.
Yeah,
Nah,
exactly. So you know what I'm
that's
saying?
lit.
Whatever. So cool. And then
So I know you probably walked away with a crazy bag at the table or something. It don't necessarily gotta be your biggest bag you walked away with, but your biggest win, something you learned.
So as for me, obviously, right? Like I do the BRRRR method. Right, for the sellers, that's buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat, right?
Mhm.
So for me, obviously, like I guess the money that I'm generating is gonna be a little bit different. But I would say as far as biggest win, I had a property that I bought from a wholesaler. Yeah, I negotiated well, right? And yeah, I negotiated well. I ended up acquiring the property for 77,000. Right? It was pretty much turnkey. I think initially I put like 2,000, but I ended up putting like almost 5,000 into it, right? So all in, I was in the property for 82. When I went to go refi it, when I ran my numbers, I thought the property, this is like pre-COVID, I thought the property was gonna refi at like 135.
Okay.
I got appraisal back when I finally went to go refinance it, and the property appraised for 180,000.
Ew.
And then like today, right? Because I'm always on the MLS, I'm always checking comps. Like the property's probably worth like 220, 250 right now.
Ew,
That's a good deal.
turnkey.
And I was all in it
That's
for
a
like
good deal.
80. And I've been having a tenant. I've actually had 2 tenants. I had a turnover once and a property, but it's been sturdy. Like it's been, it's been cash flowing. It's been doing this thing. I've had it now probably closer to like 4 or 5 years.
Do you know why the seller was selling it for so low? You know why they
have
was
no
motivated?
clue.
Wholesaler
To be honest with you, I'm kind of sick because I was going to buy 3 properties on that same block, but I was kind of new in the game. Like I was kind of new in the market, and I didn't necessarily understand how to like navigate private money and how to like
Right.
to get more capital, right? But all 3 properties I was looking at on that same street was all around the same number. There was that one was turnkey that I bought. There was another one that I probably need like 10 to 15 and like to finish. I would have had all 3 of them in my portfolio, but sometimes you make what you
That's a
you
calm
get what you
W.
get. Yeah.
That's a calm
That's the
W,
one.
bro. So I mean, you ever took a crazy L?
So yeah. I mean,
Everybody
take L's,
right?
but so I'll give you even with that particular property, right? I bought that property, right? And like I said, I initially put 2 into it, right? And that was just like minimal repairs. I don't even think I had paint. It was just like patching stuff, making it rent ready. Long story short, like, I bought the property where I had sent the GC that I was doing business with at the time to the property. I'm like, yo, bro, I got this property. I actually sent him to the second property that I referred to. I needed like the 10 or 15. I said, go give me an estimate for this one. This other property, I let him know and that's probably where I messed up at. I told him, I already got this property locked up. He wasn't helping me on the transaction at all, right? So he didn't really have any skin in the game or nothing to really lose, right? I told him, I said, look over this property for me and let me know what you think or what I need. Call me back, yo, bro, the property's good. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe like 3 months later, like I got calls, regarding a property that like it needed to be like rewired, which was something that like if he would have done a thorough, walkthrough, he would have spotted that 100%.
So was it knob and tube?
No, it was ghetto, bro. So they were essentially like stealing power, right? So like a lot of these inner cities, Philly, Baltimore, Wilmington, etc., right? A lot of these houses, townhouses / row homes, right, where a lot of the meters and a lot of electricity, everything is kind of linked in sequence, right, through the whole block. So yeah, I guess I don't know if they had squatters in there previously, and then the people had bought it and they were flipping it. Like I don't really know the story regarding the electric situation, but I know it wasn't what it was supposed to be. And I ended up having, had somebody come in there, rewire, pull permits, etc., and they was able to do it, for a couple $1,000s. But if he would have did what he was supposed to do, I would have got ahead of that too. So that was a little, that was a hole in my pocket. And then I had another property, like I said, my first property we have mentioned on episode 1, my multi in New York. I bought that property, and then I had water coming into the basement, and that cost me a nice little back because I had to waterproof it.
Yeah, so you didn't know that when you was buying it?
Nah, I didn't. So yeah, I think initially I probably spent a 15 pack on it to waterproof it.
So is there anything that you could have done to avoid that or to know that in the beginning, or it's just one of those?
No, I mean,
inspection maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I which I did do one, right? But it's one of those things, if it don't rain or if there's they're not utilizing the pipes, it's different things that you're not gonna know, and that's kind of part of it too with the BRRRR model, right? When you get a lot of times you get even if you do a full gut, you do a full rehab, you get somebody in there, you're gonna have your little kinks in regards to maintenance when somebody actively is using that property day to day, right? Certain things like a light fixture or outlet might not be screwed into the wall all the way, or something's not tightened all the way, and you have to make those minor adjustments. So once I got 3 people in those 3 units, and now they're utilizing that stuff day to day, that's when the problem started magnifying, and then I had to address that obviously as a landlord. But at this time I'm a new landlord, so I don't even know where to go or
that's why you got to make sure that you buying your deals with enough space in them so that you got enough room for when mishaps happen. So you still got
that's kind of what bailed me out, right? When I acquired that property, I didn't spend a lot of the cash that I had been saving from my from my job. So I had a big enough nest egg where I was able when that popped up, I was able to pay it. And obviously, that's paid itself 3 times. I generate that money 3 times back, 3 times over. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of a tough one to kind of
float out.
Yeah.
Nah, for real, nah. Conversations like this, I love them for real. We really vibe, we learn from each other, and we talk real stuff that's going on. And I think that's a great thing about the podcast right here. We giving people the opportunity to be a part of the conversations that we having with each other.
Yeah, because I mean, in this game, right? It's investing. If you're investing long enough, something gonna happen, bro. You're gonna have a story.
Sure.
And any investor that's telling you nothing has happened, every deal goes 100%, the way it's supposed to, and people always do what they're supposed to do, they're lying.
Nah, that's a fact.
100%. So.
Nah, that's crazy. So yeah, we all got wins, we all got losses.
Yeah, right? Hopefully you get more wins than losses, though.
For sure. But if you want to know how to get more wins and losses, keep tapping into the pod, right? And if you want more detailed information on real estate investing, we have a course called the Money Room Real Estate Investing Course. And with this blueprint, we give you step-by-step guidance on mobile home investing, the BRRRR method, wholesaling real estate, where you'll get all the information you need to be a successful investor. So definitely tap in with that once you're ready.
Yeah, I guess my closing thoughts is, take our lessons, our losses, and hopefully, that should help you navigate or so to put yourself in a position where you don't have to necessarily have to go through the things that, we kind of experienced.
For sure. Tapping in with us, you're going to save a lot of money. Because we didn't have this right here. I wish we did.
Yeah, we learning on the fly.
For sure. But that's what we here for, to help the people, right?
All right. So, Molly, tell the people where they can find you at.
You can find me at Molly5. Hit me up, ask me any questions.
All right, for sure. You can find me at Young Lim. Make sure you follow the pod at the Money Room Pod on Instagram and on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe.
You can find me at Living Good Ant. Like Molly, like Lim said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Shoot any questions y'all got regarding your real estate journeys to the podcast IG, and we'll get back with y'all.
Sir, keep tapping in.
All right, appreciate y'all.